Chapter 5 of Welcome to Terrorland, Mohamed Atta and the 9/11 Cover-Up by Daniel Hopsicker. Chapter 5 is titled Enamored of Mohamed. Mohamed Atta's 3-day binge in Key West made the news, the local news at least, in the immediate aftermath of the 9/11 attack, before disappearing without a trace down the rabbit hole, never to be heard again. This is, once again, extremely strange. It wasn't that it's not newsworthy. In the land of entertainment tonight, the sheer salaciousness of the tale should have guaranteed that every national reporter younger than Sam Donaldson would be beating it down to the Keys on the double. But they weren't. Back in the early days after the tragedy, when authorities couldn't use the name Mohamed Atta without the appellation Islamic fundamentalist in front of it, the story of Atta in Key West might have made a big difference. In little things, like notions of who had attacked us and why. The idea that the 9/11 attacks stemmed directly from fanatic Islamic fundamentalism might have been rendered inoperative if Atta's hijinks in the Keys had surfaced, for the very good reason that Islamic fundamentalists don't do coke in hotel rooms in Key West. The story of Atta's trip to Key West broke in the Charlotte Sun-Herald, where a reporter for Elaine Allen Emmerich's account offered revealing insights into the nature and workings of the terrorist conspiracy operation in the U.S. Hunt for Terrorists Reached Northport, read the headline in paper, which covers Venice, Northport, and Port Charlotte. As authorities continue to dig through the rubble in Tuesday's terrorist attacks, agents were digging through Northport to find one of the many missing pieces to the puzzle of who declared war on the United States and why. FBI agents were combining the town of Northport 2 days after the attack, said the paper, looking for Northport landlords Tony and Vonnie LaConza, who had rented their Agres Avenue to someone whom authorities think may be connected with Tuesday's attacks. Agents questioned the couple for 2 hours concerning a man they knew only as Mohamed. This is not strictly true. The LaConzas knew the man's full name, or at least the full name he gave them. It was on the check he used to pay for his rent. Unless you're Elvis or Madonna, banks make you use your whole name on your checks. It wasn't true, but it was definitely useful. We've already seen that when the FBI doesn't want the public to know an individual's true identity, they give him one name. Gandhi, Hakim, now Mohamed. It's a crock. Mohamed was associated with a local woman believed to be Amanda Keller, a local restaurant manager, the Sun reported. LaConza told the FBI that Keller had dishwater blonde hair, was big-boned and freckled, and seemed to be very enamored of Mohamed. The FBI was looking for Keller for additional questioning, said the paper, but she might be missing. While talking to Keller and Mohamed, the couple learned he had a pilot's license to charter small planes of 4 to 6 people and was going to school at Huffman Aviation in Venice to train for a commercial pilot's license, said the Sun. Sounds like Mohamed Atta. The paper fell on safe ground mentioning it. Huffman was a school that enrolled Mohamed Atta and Marwan al-Shehi, both identified as suspects in the hijacked jet assaults on the World Trade Center and the Pentagon. The LaConzas told agents that the man was about 25, 5 feet 10 inches, 160 pounds, had dark, perfect skin, and was clean-cut and very polite. He was a very handsome guy, Vonnie LaConza told reporters. He had beautiful, unblemished skin. Mohamed Atta's black heart did not always manage to conceal his good looks, apparently. He also looks younger than 33, even in the mugshot picture we've all seen a million times. Mohamed was associated with a local woman believed to be Amanda Keller, a local restaurant manager, LaConza said. The FBI is looking for Keller for additional questioning, but she might be missing. Keller, who allegedly met Mohamed while working at Papa John's Pizza in Venice, told the couple that she would translate because Mohamed spoke limited English. The story continued. She said he was a French/Canadian person. She told the LaConzas that he was not a U.S. citizen. A Papa John's employee confirmed that Keller was a manager there, but has not been to work for some time. This is further confirmation of Amanda Keller's relationship with Mohamed Atta, and also confirmation of Stephanie Fredrickson's account that Amanda thought Mohamed Atta was French. Keller was a restaurant manager who, when she met Atta, she will tell us later, before she switched to a more lucrative line of work. She managed a local Papa John's, and it is there that she first met Atta, which is why 2 days after the attack, the FBI was looking for Amanda Keller. In an effort to locate Keller, agents accompanied Tony LaConza to the Northport Police Department to pick up a February 25th police report in which Keller had called police about harassing cell phone calls. According to the police report, after Keller called police about the calls, a computer check was conducted and showed an outstanding warrant for Marion County on a worthless check charge, the story said. Mohamed bailed her out of the South County Jail, Vonnie LaConsa said. We told agents this because we thought they, the FBI, might be able to get his last name from the reports. Mohamed had used a check to bail her out of jail, Amanda would tell us. She knew him as Mohamed Arjaki, which was also the name on the check. The FBI told me they found bank accounts of his all over numerous different names, Keller stated. This is a written paper trail. Would be the FBI's thinking on the matter. It will be made to go away, barring extraordinary circumstances. We predicted that neither the check will ever see the light of day. The only request Atta made to the couple, reported the paper, was that they provide him in a desk in which he could do his aviation homework. He didn't even care if the house had a bed. All he wanted was a desk, said Tony LaConsa. Here is where our story begins to get up close and personal. Let's go backstage for the behind-the-scenes look at Mohamed Atta's wild life that would have been aired already if not for wartime censorship. Although he was in the country for at least the 14 months the FBI says, and probably much longer, we haven't heard any personal accounts from Americans who knew Atta. Read on for reasons why not. Reporter Alan Emmerich's account said Mohamed Atta and his American girlfriend Amanda Keller had parted for 3 days straight in a very un-Islamic drug and booze-fueled binge in Key West. The LaConsas told her that they learned this from a then-employee of Vonnie LaConsa's cleaning company. After meeting Mohamed and Keller on February 21st, the former employee joined the couple on an adventure to Key West the following day, said the paper. They were gone for 3 days, said Tony LaConsa. They didn't sleep. It was a continuous party. LaConsa said Mohamed footed the entire bill for a weekend, including buying Keller and the unnamed employee new clothes, alcohol, drugs, and a hotel stay. However, the couple said Mohamed did not have a job. The two girls were introduced to 2 men from Germany that they said were Mohamed's friends. Tony LaConsa continued, I thought it was strange because Mohamed didn't appear to be a French-Canadian or German. Atta was meeting 2 men from Germany in Key West who we will later learn flew in solely to meet him. This is the first hint we have gotten that all of Mohamed Atta's associates don't face east 5 times every day. Who are these Germans? Part of Tony Blair's global network? The story says nothing more about them. We will learn later who the men are from Amanda herself. The LaConsas told the paper that the FBI tried to locate and interview Vonnie's employees who'd gone to the jaunt. She goes nameless in the story. Nameless witnesses must be even more dangerous to the official story than the named ones. Whatever her true identity, and this is really interesting, she was, according to the Sun-Herald, uncooperative to the agent. Maybe it was because she had kept in touch with Mohamed. However, Vonnie learned the former employee made telephone contact with Mohamed last week, the paper said. This is big news. A deliberately unnamed woman had received a phone call from Mohamed Atta less than a week before the attack. Were any confidences exchanged? We wanted to ask. Unfortunately, she's gone. No one knows where. Maybe the island of lost witnesses. We're also dying to know more about Mohamed Atta's 2 German friends in Key West. Sun-Herald reporter Elaine Allen Emmerich apparently felt the same way. The FBI in Tampa neither confirmed nor denied that any agents were interviewing people in the Northport area, she reported. Asked for more information about Atta's wild weekend, an FBI spokesperson identified only as Pam said, We recommend that you check in with CNN for current information. Any press statements can be found on televised stations like CNN. The discovery that an American girl was romantically involved, very enamored of Mohamed with the terrorist ringleader, makes Amanda Keller an extremely important witness to the terrorist conspiracy activities. We went looking for Amanda. We didn't feel like checking in with CNN.